Have you ever seen those smooth pixelation effects on modern websites and wondered how they are made? In this video, I am going to show you how to create the same effect using GSAP and Next.js from scratch. By the end of the video, you will have a fully reusable component that you can use in your personal projects. If you like this kind of breakdown video, consider subscribing to the channel. Alright, now let's get started. In my layout.js, I am using a font called DM Sans, and for smooth scrolling, I have imported a component called Lenny Smooth Scroll. This is the proper way to use Lenny's inside your Next.js application. In my page.js, I have imported a component called Hero. This component is completely optional, so you can skip it if you want. Inside this component, I am creating a full screen header using a flex layout. Inside it, I am adding an H1. For the H1, I am using a 6VW font size, centered text, slightly reduced letter spacing and line height with a medium font weight. And that's all for the hero section. Now let's move on to the works section. I have already created a component called works.jsx, so I am importing it inside page.js. Inside this component, I am creating a section with full width and 5VW horizontal padding and 10VW vertical padding. Inside the section, I am adding an H2 for the heading, using a 4VW font size, tighter letter spacing, medium font weight, and a bottom margin of 5VW. Alright, our heading is also added. Now let's build the layout for our individual works. Now I am just creating a flex container with some gap and margin at the bottom. Inside it, I have added a div with 5x12 width. Then I am taking another div with a fixed height of 32VW and full width, setting overflow to hidden and placing an image inside it that covers the whole area. And below that, I am adding a small text with some top margin, tighter spacing and monospace font. After that, I am just adding an empty div with 2x12 width for spacing. Then again I am taking another div with 5x12 width, but this time I am giving it a top padding of 8VW. Inside it I am doing the exactly same thing, creating a div with a height of 24VW, full width and overflow hidden, and placing a different image. And below that I am adding a text with same styling. So for now, our layout is looking like this. Now I am just copying and pasting this layout with different images and values to create an abstract work section. Alright, our entire layout is done. Now let's move on and create the pixelation effect. I have already created a component called PixelImage.jsx. Now I am making it a client component and importing all the necessary things. Then I am defining a constant called default px steps. After that I am passing some props like children, px steps, trigger start, speed, initial delay along with the class name and style. Next, I am creating a few refs like container ref, canvas ref using useRef null and a state ref where I am storing values like px index, image ratio and the image itself. After that, I am returning a div with the container ref, setting it to relative, keeping the opacity at 0 and hiding the overflow. I am also passing the class name and style props. Inside it, I am adding a canvas with canvas ref, positioning it absolutely to cover the full area. Next, I am using use effect with dependencies like px steps, trigger start, speed and initial delay. Inside the use effect, I am grabbing the container and canvas using the refs, then getting the 2D context from the canvas. After that, I am selecting the hidden image using the data attribute and finally storing everything inside a local state reference. Then I am checking if the hidden image exists. If not, I just return. After that I am creating a new image, setting cross origin to anonymous and assigning the source from the data attribute or the image itself. Finally I am storing the image inside the state. Then I am creating a render function. Inside it I am getting the container's width and height and setting the canvas size accordingly. After that I am slightly scaling the width and height by 1.05 to give it a bit zoom and initializing variables like new width, new height, new x and new y for positioning. Then I'm checking the aspect ratio. If the width to height ratio is greater than the image ratio, I adjust the height accordingly. Otherwise, I adjust the width and center it by updating the X position. Then I'm calculating the pixel size based on the current step and turning image smoothing on or off depending on that value. After that, I'm clearing the canvas and drawing the image at a smaller scale to create the pixelated effect, and then drawing it again stretched to fit the full canvas with the correct positioning. Then I'm creating an animate pixel function. Inside it, I'm checking if the current pixel index is less than the total steps. If it is, I'm using setTimeout to call render, increment the pixel index and recursively call animate pixels again. Also for the first step, I'm using the initial delay, and for the rest, I'm using the speed to control the animation timing. Next, on image.onload, I'm setting the image ratio using its width and height, calling render and also adding a resize event listener to re-render on window resize. Now I'm creating a scroll trigger where the trigger is the container, setting the start position, and on entering the viewport I'm calling animate pixel. I'm also setting once true so the animation runs only once. Next I'm creating another scroll trigger. Here I'm triggering it when the container enters from the bottom, and on enter I simply setting the container's opacity to 1 using GSAP. Again I keeping once true so it runs only once. Finally I am returning a cleanup function where I remove the resize event listener and kill all the scroll triggers to prevent any memory leaks. Next I am mapping over the children. If the child is valid image element, I am cloning it and adding a data pixel source attribute. I am also updating its style to make it absolutely positioned, hidden and non-interactive. Finally, inside the container, I am rendering the wrapped children. Now let's go back to the works component and try this PixelImage component on one image to see if it is working perfectly. Alright, it is working perfectly. So finally, we have created this pixelation effect using GSAP and Next.js. If this video helped you, let me know in the comments. I will see you in the next one.